The Force is not strong with this movie.
Execute Order 66. I can feel your anger.
Unleash your anger on this movie.
So we're going to have a spoiler-filled review coming up, and so if you have not seen Rise of Skywalker, steer clear, because we are about to go into spoiler land, and boy are we going to have fun doing this, especially me, because I did not like this movie, and I'm going to tell you why. Reason number one, J.J. Abrams is back. Let's talk about how J.J. Abrams can't seem to do anything original.
I know. You would have thought he would have learned his lesson from the first, from The Force Awakens. I was like, come on. We don't get another Death Star in this, obviously, right? But we get a rehash of Return of the Jedi, which we did not need.
There are callbacks to all of the 3 original movies in this movie, but especially Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. The first 25 minutes were crazy. The first 25-30 minutes, it was so frenetic. I was like, please don't let the whole movie be like this.
All over the place.
Dude, all over the place. It was way too fast, way too much action. Can I please catch my breath?
Okay, so what sets the story in motion, obviously, is Palpatine.
Okay, so Palpatine's return, obviously, you know, you have Ben, I was about to say Ben Kenobi, Ben Solo, Darth the Suck, I've never liked his character, trying to find him because he wants to obviously end him, and he wants to be supreme leader of the Sith once and for all, right?
Right.
Which I thought was a good idea, okay. But Emperor Palpatine, I'll be honest, man, I didn't have too much of a problem with him. I'm sure you'll bring up something that I'll agree with, but overall, I mean, I welcomed him back.
Why bring him back? He had a solid demise and death in Return of the Jedi. Why bring him back other than to appease fans? And fans that are like, I don't know, fans that can't let go of the past maybe, because I really wanted something new, you know? That's the thing.
I get it. Like, use him as a means to an end for something fresh, right?
And then there's kind of an explanation as to why he's back, but it's kind of fuzzy.
It's very fuzzy.
You know,
and it looks weird. Like, he's hooked up to those tubes.
Yeah, well,
you know,
I mean, the way that they made him look was kind of cool, I thought. The way that he was like connected to like these mechanical things.
I didn't like that. To me, it was very like un-Sith-like, and it was very mechanical. I
just felt like it was the same mission as Return of the Jedi. And the way that it played out at the end of the movie was very similar to Return of the Jedi. Strike me down. You know, strike me down and release your anger. And you will take my place as my granddaughter. And let's talk about how Rey is a Palpatine. I just, why? Like, what's up with that?
It's just because you wanted her to be Obi-Wan.
No, I didn't want her to be anything. I wanted her to be this cool chick who happened to be strong with the Force, and she came out of nowhere, but she had this gift. There didn't need to be a connection, but of course, because fans, or I don't know, the all canon Star Wars people believe that there has to be some sort of answer to Rey's parentage and lineage. But why? Why?
You know,
let's make her Palpatine's granddaughter.
I can see that really is kind of a fresh
because Palpatine totally, you know, had some love affairs and had some.
That's true, because obviously I was bothered by the fact that they didn't really go into that. Who was his granddaughter, Mama?
And then let's kill off
or his
Rey's parents. Palpatine killed Rey's parents, right?
There's no explanation about them, it's just, other than like, oh, they were just some people.
But I'm not going to kill my granddaughter because she has a gift.
Well, but the whole thing was he was trying to transfer all the Sith energy.
Again,
power to her.
A lot of loopholes, a lot of plot holes that are not explained, but at least Rian Johnson did it with style and with conviction and with purpose. This is a mess. This is a mess for the first 45 minutes, and then, I'm sorry, but it is.
It was messy at the beginning. It was sloppy.
Go to a desert planet, like in Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, the fan service obviously was all over the place. I liked some of it, and then to me, some of the other parts were like, okay, that's a little too much. It was very heavy-handed. Okay, I get it, you know? So that's why I'm mixed on this movie. Like, I did not dislike this movie like I disliked the first two.
Hold on, Ray. Hold on. I'm Kylo Ren, and I'm gonna tell you that I know that I told you that your parents came from nowhere, but actually, wait a second.
From a certain perspective.
The plot thickens. Palpatine is your grandpa. Let's destroy him together. Let's be evil. And then, of course, let's not forget about Billy D. Williams as Lando.
Lando Calrissian.
Right? Back. Why is he back? Why is he back in this movie, Laney? Tell me, why is he here?
Obviously, fan service.
For no reason other than that, right? Oh, and let's have him say, you know, the corniest line in Star Wars history. I have a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, that was kind of like forced in
You
there.
don't say.
Yeah. Oh, you see some TIE fighters and you have a bad feeling. Okay.
And then this Rose character that they introduced in Last Jedi, which we both agree, you know, we didn't care for Rose that much.
Yeah.
But let's just like throw her to the side and let's give Finn another, you know,
another companion, another partner to talk
or
to,
potential love interest.
Right.
You know, in the movie, which
Yeah.
felt like it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, and she didn't really do too much.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of Finn, I found Finn annoying in this movie.
Well, he hardly had any dialogue or any purpose in the movie.
Yeah, and when he did, he was just so whiny, like, "Oh, Ray, I'm tethered to you, tethered."
J.J. Abrams does special effects and set designs and so well, you know, so this movie looks really good.
It is beautiful. Special effects were fantastic.
The fight scenes were great to look at. They have this huge Imperial fleet, massive, unlike anything you've ever seen before, in a, you know, place in the nether realms of evil called Execo. I don't know, some place that you go through a wormhole to get there, some red wormhole. I don't know.
Well, you know, I thought they did well with some of the horror elements in that little underground layer. I mean, I thought it was a good attempt at trying to make it very dark-sidey.
Okay, they made it very dark-sidey, but really, there's a lot of it was just like, let's fight for the sake of fighting.
Well, that's a Star Wars movie.
No, the other Star Wars movie had more. There was more purpose behind some of these fights. There are some weird choices with Kylo Ren and Rey here, just all around. You know,
in terms of like their
love and hate for each other, their feelings for each other, they're kind of unclear at times. And then, you know, like, yeah, I get her intention, right? She wants to do the best thing. She wants to do the good thing.
Right.
He's still conflicted or whatever.
I too felt that Kylo Ren was turned to the light a little too quickly. You know, but that's how Star Wars does it. That's how they did it with Anakin Skywalker in Revenge of the Suck.
Oh, you know what? You know what was original about this movie? Ooh, let's have some lightning come out of Emperor Palpatine, yeah? Let's have some lightning come out of Emperor Palpatine. You like the lightning?
Never seen that before.
You like the lightning?
All right, so this movie was not 100% bad, okay? I'll start off by talking about something that I enjoyed.
75% bad.
Well, we both agreed that Princess Leia's send-off was appropriate. In fact, I almost
one of the few things I liked about the movie. No, I did. That was actually pretty emotional. I agree. Yeah. A nice send-off for both, you know, Carrie Fisher, rest in peace, and Leia. It was appropriate. It was the connection that she made with her son at that moment was very tender, very meaningful. Yeah, no, definitely that hit my heartstrings. Sir.
Yeah.
But
they had some good symbolism in this movie, right? Going back to that scene, he dropped his saber. It was very symbolic when he dropped his saber.
Yeah,
right.
Okay.
Or his
well, he
hilt.
threw it. Didn't he throw it into the ocean?
Well, when he heard his mom's voice, he dropped it.
Oh, he dropped it. That's
so
right.
So that's symbolic, right? Then he threw it, of course. Right. Yeah, that was very obvious. But how about the climactic fight scene? What did you think of that?
Like you would expect in a Star Wars movie, and like in Return of the Jedi, you have a massive space battle going on, and I just felt that Poe and Finn were so wasted. They were just like kind of like going along doing. I don't know what they were doing. They were just okay. So they were fighting the First Order. That's what they were doing the entire time. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
No.
And you're talking about the fight scene.
There you go.
Strike
me down.
Okay, so my favorite part, I guess, was when Rey has her lightsaber behind her, and of course we know that she has two lightsabers because
she has Leia's.
She has Leia's, which nice flashback, by the way.
Yeah, it was nice.
When Leia and Luke trained, I guess, but they made Leia look really fake.
Yeah. Well,
but anyway, when she switches the light or she passes it to Ben Solo, and then Ben gets it and peekaboo. I think that what's great ultimately about the movie is that for Rey, she never gives up on Ben Solo. You know, she always believes that he has the potential to do good.
Very much like Luke Skywalker.
And even though she herself struggles with finding meaning for herself, who she is, what her place is, she holds on to her affirmation that Ben can be turned to the good side. And Ben is just a whiny little morose, brooding wimp.
Yeah, I've never liked Kylo Ren. Never.
Yeah, and so, you know,
for that reason.
But Adam Driver is a good actor, you know, so thank God for that. What do you think about the ending? What did you think about this chanting?
The Sith mongrels.
Yeah, whatever they were.
I think that was completely.
The hooded figures remained in dark.
Yes, that was unnecessary. They're trying to add some spectacle to, you know, and some audience to the battle, but honestly, I was like, well, aren't they going to do something? Can I at least see their faces? Are they a bunch of Darth Mauls? What species are they? Like,
you should go back to doing nostalgic 80s movies like Super 8. Please, don't do any more Star Wars movies. Thank you.
But you know, I did also like the touch they did while Rey was down, and you had all those Jedi spirits getting her to rise up and motivating her. I liked hearing all those voices, and all those voices were genuine actors from old Star Wars movies.
I didn't care for that. It would have been better if they actually all appeared and had some sort of like an influence or some sort of like a part in the actual ending instead of just like naming out their voices. Speaking of the ending, since when can like the Emperor juice up some Force juju from Jedis,
well, since the Jedi started learning how to heal and bring people back to life, of course.
The two of you have amazing chemistry, amazing bond. Oh, yes, Force.
Yes.
Force, feed me.
The Force transformed just for this movie. I mean, unless you guys can comment down below and let me know if this was in some canon Star Wars earlier, but this is the first time we've seen that, right?
Yeah.
Me being a nostalgic Star Wars fan, I mean, you are one too, obviously, but nostalgia really hits me, and I like that. I kind of like how they had the ghosts of Luke and Leia at the very end. I liked how they brought her back to Tatooine to bring it full circle, and how she looked at the moisture evaporators and she buried the lightsabers. I liked how they had her standing with the bot in front of the two suns. In fact, I got chills on that scene, so I didn't mind it so much. I mean, overall, I wish this movie would have done better in tying a bow around this franchise, but the ending for me was okay. I liked it. I know you're wondering, after we've bashed this movie, whether or not you should go watch it in the theater, okay? Understand that the Rotten Tomatoes score as of right now is 88 for audiences, 56 for critics. I would say yes, go watch it and just form your own opinion. Really, to me, it's gonna depend on your expectations. Are you just going in with like, we'll see how it is, or are you gonna go in hoping that it's the greatest Star Wars movie ever and the best send-off ever, okay? I know he hated it. He hated it.
I know, I didn't hate it. I just highly disliked it, that's all. I mean,
which is basically
just go watch it. Go watch it. I mean, it's a Star Wars movie, right? It's a spectacle. You should go watch it in the theater. Then go home right afterwards and watch the original trilogy and feel much better about life.
Like wash your mouth out with the original trilogy.
Yes, absolutely. As far as like this new trilogy is concerned, contrary to popular opinion, maybe I like The Last Jedi the most out of this trilogy. I really do. At least it took risks. At least it went in a different direction, and it knew what it was doing. I like that the most.
That's true. I respect the director Rian Johnson for trying something different at the risk of, you know, angering a lot of Star Wars fans like he did. But
didn't anger me, and I'm a Star Wars fan.
Yeah, well,
I know other Star Wars fans that didn't get angered. I know many that
the majority didn't. I bet you.
Fine.
Okay. Anyway, so for me, this was out of the new trilogy, probably the best in my eyes, because I did appreciate some of the fan service. But again, the rehash of Return of the Jedi takes it down a lot. My bar for these three movies of the new trilogy is relatively low. I'm not a big fan of these movies in general, okay?
Yeah.
That said, my real rating for this movie is 3.5 reels. How about yours?
Which we disclosed in our spoiler-free review.
Yes.
Mine is 3 reels, although I'm really bordering on 2.5. But again, 3. You know, I'm a Star Wars fan, so of course, you know, I have that soft spot. You know.
Okay. Please let us know after you watch this movie in the comments down below. Let us know, hey, are we off our rockers here just because we're overlooking overly critical, or are we on point with this? Let us know, please, guys. And as always, check out our Instagram and our Facebook. On Instagram, we're at real.screeners. On Facebook, we're at real screeners.
That's right. And if you enjoy our reviews, don't forget to hit that subscribe and bell button, and we'll see you soon for some more real takes on movies.
You remember what Palpatine told Anakin once he turned him? He said something like, "The Force is strong."
Strong.
What does he say?
No, you will die.
That was so weird.
Yes, you're damn right. I did say that.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Spider-Man.
Okay.
Spider-Man.